Hey guys, I wasn't really sure how I was going to start this video. I was thinking maybe from the beginning of my journey as a professional artist, or from what would have been the end. You see, I can't talk about the what would have been the end without first talking about the very beginning. So I'll start from now. Right now, right where I'm at in my journey as an artist and business owner during the COVID-19 pandemic. And then I'll go back and explain and show you what led up to this moment. The shutdown, rebrand, and relaunch of All Sketched Out LLC. My hope is that I might be able to inspire someone, a fellow artist, a business owner struggling through this unprecedented time in our lives. So I'm not really sure where this series is gonna go, but I do know that I'm gonna show you guys what I did to survive this. So here's my story. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks. I am Apollo Maldonado, a creative artist, a self-taught graphic designer, YouTuber, and a business owner. And for the past 4 years, I've been running my business all sketched out from my basement. I wish I could tell you that it was easy and that I was living the life, but I'd be lying to you. My studio has gone through so many different transitions in order to keep up with the different projects I'd create. This is where I'd meet my clients. I felt like I needed to show them that I wasn't a starving artist. The truth is, I actually was. In 2016, I was hired by a private party to instruct a paint night. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to launch my career as an artist. I'd soon find out that this would become a catalyst to something much greater. Despite the fact that people actually had a good time, the night didn't go as planned. I wasn't satisfied. I saw so many flaws and limitations and issues to paint night that it made me not want to do it again. The next morning in my basement studio, the previous night still bothered me. I thought about ways to make paint night better. How can I eliminate all the hassles, the mess, the cleanup, the guesswork, and make it more fun and more interactive? I started to doodle on my digital pen display, which I normally did to ease my mind, and looking up at the painting from the night before propped up on the chair in front of me, that's when it hit me. What if paint night went digital? Using the paint night model as a roadmap, I immediately drafted a detailed business plan, and that week met with my town hall's economic development office to discuss the concept and possible loan so I can launch. They said that although my business plan seemed solid, I must remember that I live in Meriden and I'm not going to make much money, and I had a lot of homework to do. Wow. Sad but not defeated, I walked out with a smile. I wasn't giving up. I was determined to make this happen. This is an all too familiar feeling for many small business startups. If you have bad credit, you're not going to get a loan of any kind. And my credit was horrible. No matter what I did, I just couldn't get the funds needed to launch this. It wasn't until about 2 years later that a friend stopped by and believed in my concept and believed in me so much that he offered to become a partner and invest into All Sketched Out. This was right about the time where I was about to throw in the towel and give up. Yeah, I know. I said I wasn't going to give up. But what happened in the 2 years leading up to this moment, I'll leave for another video. That's a story in itself. So we shook hands and made it official. After he left, all I can do was fall to my knees and cry. I mean, I never expected this. The next few weeks were very intense. I purchased everything I needed and spent countless hours and days building an arsenal of digital painting units, programming, and testing the computers out. On October 13th, 2018, I dropped a video on Facebook to officially launch the Digital Paint Night. Right up until this moment, I kept the entire project a secret. No one knew anything except for a small group of friends who were there the night we filmed. And it was pretty amazing, and they were pretty much blown away. After we filmed, nobody wanted to leave. So I knew I had something. I knew that this was going to be big. Soon after, I walked right into the Making Meriden Business Center and met with Dave Cooley and Lisa Bezak, who ran the MMBC. I showed them my concept and video, as well as demonstrated how it worked. I was looking for an office space, and they were looking for a resident artist who would help with revitalizing our city's art and culture. We agreed to work together and created the Artist Colony with the help of Medco and Silver City Properties. This was a pop-up art gallery which served not only as a place for artists to get together, display their art, gain info on events, and participate in Meriden's art and culture revitalization, but it allowed me to run my business, to launch the world's first therapeutic digital painting experience, and an after-school art class I called the Technic Academy. In collaboration with the Silver City Ballroom, we created an event called the Renaissance Revive the Arts as part of our Arts and Culture Revitalization Initiative. This was a platform which allowed artists to gain exposure, network, and show what they've got through live art demonstrations and performances. We also used this as a way to create kind of a buzz in downtown Meriden. Fast forward towards the end of 2019. I was excited to be working with Hartford Healthcare, bringing my digital painting experience to cancer patients and survivors, providing group sessions and bedside services through their Arts for Healing program. This was such a rewarding experience, seeing a digital painting experience really help people. I was excited to see what other opportunities were on the horizon for All Sketched Out for 2020, until...
This is truly an unprecedented situation.
This virus doesn't discriminate. It attacks everyone.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
Health emergency. A declaration of emergency.
State of emergency.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
Stay at home.
Stay home, stay safe.
Quite simply, stay at home.
On March 23rd, 2020, we were given strict stay-at-home orders, including the shutdown of all non-essential businesses and travel until further notice due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And at that point, the entire world was shut down. As you know, we were all affected, and sadly, the decision was made to close the Artist Colony for good. And I watched as the dreams of my platform I designed wither away in a matter of days due to the pandemic. So now what? Most of you who know me well know I can be pretty resourceful. And this was one of the most crucial times in my life and career where just being resourceful wouldn't be enough. It was going to take everything I know, every skill I possess, to make my business survive, but not only survive, but to thrive through this time. One day I found the old business plan I wrote up 4 years ago and started to read it. 2 sentences into the first paragraph, I mentioned building a mobile art studio and digital painting platform. And then I had an idea. Since I wasn't prepared to let my business just die because of a man-made pandemic, I went out and spent a good month searching for the perfect vehicle to convert into the world's first mobile digital painting experience. I never noticed the old Meriden school bus sitting in a lot right down the street from the studio I recently closed. So on June 1st, I talked to the owner. He stated that the bus had been sitting in the same spot for 3 years, and he couldn't get the diesel engine started. He didn't know what was wrong with it or how to fix it. He was desperate to get it out. The one thing most people don't know about me is that I'm an ASE Master Certified Technician. It took me 20 minutes and I got it running. And I purchased it right there and then for almost nothing. I'm so excited to be officially announcing my rebrand with a new logo, revamped website, and a platform that I'm using to relaunch All Sketched Out LLC. My business that nearly closed for good due to COVID-19. I'm going to be uploading some more videos of this new journey and bus conversion. I hope to take you guys along with me for this ride. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. I also want to thank everyone who's been there and those who helped me out when I really needed it and seen my business grow for the past few years. I can't wait to show you what's next for All Sketched Out. Thanks.